drawn, correct? So this is the example of pollen to chemicals secreted by stigma. That is what example of chemotropism. So the growth or movement of a plant part due to the chemical stimulus is only called as known as chemotropism. So the example of chemotropism, the best example is growing of pollen tubes. Pollen tubes towards the ovule induced by a sugary substance. The sugary substance as a stimulus you can see. So the growing of pollen tubes, that is what we used to call as towards to the ovule, and they will secrete the chemical substance, which is basically we used to call as a sugary substance. So through that, the pollen tube will start growing towards the ovule. So this is the picture even by this time you have drawn for this example. Am I right, everyone? So you must have this picture because book is not there means doesn't matter. You all must have to draw and you have to learn this one. Next chapter, how do organs reproduce? Again, this picture will come. So by this time again we have to learn it. Okay. So please draw that chemotropism. Now next, if you have taken. So what else? Next question, all of you. So chemotropism. Next, the movement of sunflower in according with the path of the sun. Path of the sun is due to the phototropism, light. The substance that triggers the fall of mature leaves and fruits from the plants. That is what we can say. Hastening, which will inhibits the growth. Who will inhibits the growth? Everybody. That is what wilting we have studied. Am I right or wrong? Wilting of plants leaves, plant hormones. You can see that. So coordination in plants hormones, you can get it. So wilting of plants, who will be making? Everybody? Abscisic acid. That is what you can see is that. Here it is there. Next. Which of the following statements about transmission of nerve impulse is incorrect? So that's what again, that is a paragraph is fully important paragraph. So always it is incorrect. So first one, nerve impulse travel from dendrite end towards the axonal end. Nerve impulse will travels from dendrite end to axonal end. Incorrect. Is it right or wrong? Nerve impulse travels from dendrite end to the axonal end. That's what is the process. Am I right? Everybody? How it will be transmitted, Ra? From dendrite end. From the dendrite end to the axonal end. Am I right? Everybody? Please respond. Nerve impulse. Right or wrong?
Correct.
Yes, correct only. They're asking incorrect one. Second one. At the dendritic end, electrical impulses bring about the release of some chemicals. Is the dendrite end chemicals releasing? Which will generate an electrical impulse at the axonal end of the another neuron. So I think these two words has been replaced. Am I right, everybody? At the axonal end, electrical impulses bring about the release of some chemicals, which will generate an electrical impulse at the what end? Everybody. Dendritic end of the another neuron. So next question. The chemicals released from the axonal end of one neuron cross the synapse and generate a similar electrical impulse in a dendrite of another neuron. That picture also I have shown you people. So what is the correct answer? Anybody? Please respond. All of you?
B, sir.
Option B. So please see that. The book also you'll be having it. So axonal end of chemical, who will secrete, guys? This chemical secretion, who will secrete this chemical? Everyone? Axonal end or dendrite end? Everybody? Axonal end. That is what you can see. So where it is that fluid secretion, you can notice it. The information travels from electrical impulse, where the impulse must be converting into a chemical signals. Where is the chemical, Harish? Is there anything? That fluid name also I have given you. What is the fluid name we used to call it? Everybody? Yes, please. Neurotransmission fluid. So write it. neurotransmitter fluid. So what is the correct option? Option B. Write it. Anything doubt? Mr. Omar, can you able to solve? That picture also you have drawn in the notebook. You can check it, all of you. So if you are not drawn, again you can take the picture and you can see that. So this is the picture. By this time you have been drawn for the studying the electrical impulses or nerve impulses are connecting from one neuron to the another neuron across the synapse. So this gap only we used to call something. What is that gap we used to say? That gap is only we used to called as what? Synapse between the two connecting neurons A and B. So here there is a fluid which is secreting. What is that fluid we used to call? All of you? Yes, please. A chemical substance. What is the fluid called as?
Neurotransmitter.
Neurotransmitted fluid. Okay. So the chemical substance is releasing by nerve ending of end of axon of sensory neuron and dendrite of next neuron. So this is how it will be takes place. So this diagram already I have drawn. Please make sure that you have to be make it that clear, everybody. This is the diagram you have to draw a microscopic gap. That microscopic gap between one neuron to another neuron. That gap is only what we used to call, everybody. Yes, please. What is that gap is called as? Synapse. Okay. So that gaps only we used to called as synapse we used to say. So it is a dendrite of sensory neuron of A to the cell body of another along its axis it will be carrying. So that is what you have to remember. This diagram if you are not done, you have to draw again and you have to learn it. So next one. So option B is the wrong, incorrect statement. Next, involuntary actions in the body are controlled by involuntary actions, guys. Involuntary actions are controlled by. Already we have studied in the brain. Involuntary actions. Just now, all the involuntary action, who is controlling? Here you can see. Involuntary actions. Many of these involuntary actions are controlled by the midbrain and the hindbrain. So that is what? So what is that, everybody? Midbrain, particularly what part? All these involuntary actions are controlled by medulla, controlled by the medulla and the hindbrain. So that is what is the answer. So what is that? Medulla and the, yes please, hindbrain. Okay, involuntary action means medulla and hindbrain. Next, which of the following is not an involuntary action? Vomiting, salivation, heartbeat and chewing. Which one, guys? Directly you can say, not an involuntary action. What is that? Yes, chewing. Chewing is in our control. If you want, you can. If not, you cannot be. And here you write that, what is that fluid name we used to call it as? Chemical substances. Neurotransmitter. Okay, substance. That chemical substance only we used to call it as neurotransmitter substance. That is what. Next, when a person is suffering from severe cold, he or she cannot. Severe cold, they are talking. So he or she cannot be what? Everyone? All of you? Yes, please.
Option B, sir.
Option B. So they cannot smell. By the time what will happen? Our olfactory indicator, our olfactory receptors cannot be functioned. So that we will lose the what? We will never differentiate the smell of anything. That is why, see, if you are having a cold or if you are having a cough, you can see, you cannot taste, you cannot feel the taste of the food. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, please respond. So that is what. So differentiate the smell of a perfume from that of an agarbatti or incense sticks. Incense sticks. That is what agarbatti is. So that is what we used to say is that. So severe cold, what will happen? Our olfactory receptors cannot be functioned. So the smell cannot be detected. So that is what it is. Next, which is the correct direction of flow of electrical impulse? Correct flow of electrical impulses. Check it, everybody. Option?
Option C, sir.
Option B or option C, Hari? See that both are exchanging dendrite and dendrite. Wrong. Understanding? Here both are exchanging. What is that? Nerve endings and nerve endings. So this also wrong. So option D and option B I can strike out. Option A and option C. Why option A is wrong, Mitakshri?
See that.
See that. Option A is forming from dendrite to nerve ending. Is it right? Wrong. For us, what is forming? Nerve ending to dendrite of a second one. So that is why option C is the correct one. Do you clear, everybody? All of you?
Yes.
Yes. So please make sure that nerve ending of a first neuron and next one is what? Dendrite ending of a nerve ending of a first neuron and dendrite ending of a what? Everybody. Second nerve ending of a first neuron, dendrite ending of a second neuron. That is the flow of transmission. So that is what you have to remember it also. So please make sure you are very clear in this. Next, which statement is not true about thyroxine? You find it. Which statement is not true about a thyroxine?
Option A, sir.
Option?
Yes,
A.
Option A. How you say option A?
Because insulin.
Yeah,
Iodine.
secretion. Thyroxine secretion. Who is required?
Iodine.
Iodine, not iron. So iodine is required. So which is not true. So that's all it is. Next, it will regulate the carbohydrates, proteins, and metabolism in the body. Right or wrong? Yes. All of you?
Yes,
You can
sir.
check it. Here it is there. So where it is that? Growth hormone, thyroid gland. Regulates the metabolism for the body growth, regulates the blood sugar levels. Sorry, this is regulates the metabolism for the growth of the body. And you can find it here, thyroxine. Where it is there, thyroxine? Yes. So thyroxine regulates the carbohydrate, proteins, fats, metabolism in the body so as to provide the best balance for the growth. Right or wrong? So it is right. Next, thyroid glands requires iodine for synthesis. Yes. Next, thyroxine is also called as thyroid hormone. So which is the wrong one? Option A. Next, dwarfism results due to dwarfism.
Less.
Dwarfism means what? Dwarfism means what? Become into short. Understanding? Dwarf plant. Next, heredity and evolution will get it. So dwarfism is a what? Less secretion of what hormone? Everybody.
Growth.
Growth
Now
hormone.
remember dwarf. Next, heredity and evolution will get dwarf, or we can say what? Everybody? Short. Remember that. Okay. So that is what we used to say. Less secretion of growth hormone. Next, dramatic changes of a body features associated with the puberty are mainly because of secretion of puberty. Puberty means, yes, please. Puberty means testosterone from testes and estrogen from ovaries. So ovaries will make two hormones. What is that? Estrogen and another one.
Progesterone.
Estrogen and progesterone. So that is what? Estrogen for ovary. Ovaries grow. You can see that. So that is what puberty period will attain. So that you have to remember progesterone. So option C is the correct one. Testosterone from testes and estrogen from ovary. Next, a doctor advised a person to take an injection of insulin because anybody?
Option D, sir.
Option D. What is
D.
that insulin? Insulin option. So what will happen? Insulin is not there. If the sugar levels in the blood rises, they are detected by the what? Cells of the pancreas, which respond by producing the more insulin. If your pancreas is failed to secrete the insulin, so we have to take them manually, like from the injections form. So means in the sense of what? His sugar levels in the blood is what? Everybody? Sugar levels in the blood is what? Rises. So that is what it is. So option D. So if you are taking an insulin injection, option D it will be takes place. But naturally, who will regulate the pancreas will with the help of one mechanism. What is that mechanism, everybody? Yes, please. Feedback mechanism. So with the help of feedback mechanism, So pancreas will secrete the insulin. Once the blood sugar level controls, again pancreas will stop the secreting more insulin. That is what. Next, the hormone which increases the fertility in males is called as fertility
Testosterone.
testosterone. Testosterone. Next, which of the following endocrine glands is unpaired? Unpaired. Adrenal glands is paired. Testis is paired. Ovary is also paired. It is unpaired. Pituitary gland. Understanding? So you can see that everywhere all the glands are pairs only. You can notice it. In female body, ovaries are paired. Male body, testes are paired. Next one is what? What is the first one? Adrenal glands. Adrenal glands for both kidneys, you can see, pair only. So only one gland which is where alone, that is what we used to say. What gland it is? Pituitary gland. Okay. That is next. Junction between two neurons is called as. Junction between two neurons is called as. Everybody.
Synapse.
Synapse. Okay. Synapse we used to call as. Synapse. All of you remember that. Next, in humans, the life processes are controlled and regulated by life processors.
Nervous and endocrine.
Humans' life processes are controlled and regulated by nervous and endocrine systems. That is what we are having a glands. Endocrine systems, again, two things. Do you remember, everybody? Endocrine glands, we have studied that. The nervous systems, what? Nervous system is two types. Central nervous system, and next one is what? Everybody? Peripheral nervous system. And peripheral nervous system, again, two types. What is that? All of you. Autonomic nervous system and next one. Autonomic nervous system and next one is what?
Voluntary nervous system.
Yeah. Autonomic and voluntary nervous system. So completely our full life process is controlled by nervous and endocrine systems only. So that is what is about it. So let it be till here. We'll stop MCQs and then from here we'll continue. So this all are numericals and this everything. Only few questions we can find it very tough. And we finish it, then tomorrow itself we'll start the physics also. We'll finish it. Okay. So with this I'll stop. You continue, get back to work and prepare for your DRD. I think today, I don't know which DRD. You have to continue and you have to make sure everything has to go properly. Don't get sleep. Please make attention. Thank you, everybody. We'll meet in tomorrow's class.